What's up, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to another podcast of JIRO and CHI English podcast. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. It's nice and sunny and dusty as hell. For all you that have allergies out there, yeah, put on your mask, huh?
I mean, it's just cold, man. It's fucking
That too.
cold again. I hate this.
I can withstand the cold. I cannot withstand this pollen. I mean, this is bad, dude.
I know, it is
I'm all
horrible,
stuffed
but-
up. Yeah, the cold I can bear, but not this pollen, man. This is another level. I mean, I'm taking medicine and it's still not having any effect, zero effect on us. So.
I mean, I think the problem, for this is that once you started taking, just the medication, you just started depending on it, right? You can't live without it. So I mean, that's a problem. So I have hay fever, but I've been trying not to take medication as much as I can, unless it gets really bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, when it starts to affect your sleep, you know what I mean? Like I think because it's hard to breathe at night. So that's when I take it. I take it at nighttime to sort of like allow for better sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It only lasts like I think 10 to 12 hours. So you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow. Well, if anybody has any home remedies, please let us know in the comment section. Yeah. Hit the like button and subscribe, guys. Okay?
Yeah, please. Okay.
Well, on to today's topic. JIRO, the minimum wage is always a big topic during election season, huh? And this California Senate candidate proposed a $50 minimum wage. So in Japanese yen, because of the weak yen, it'd be like 7,500 yen for
Exactly.
like I think.
That's insane. I mean, if you work for an hour and you get 7,500 yen, that's amazing, bro.
Be like a fucking lawyer, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Flipping burgers. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
So you tell me, is this candidate? Is she just buying clicks, or I mean, she's serious about this, huh? She proposed this during a debate, I think last week or a couple weeks ago, and I think she was dead serious. She claims that she had a small business where she was paying her employees a living wage, which that itself, I don't know what a living wage is, but she claimed her business was viable and profitable, and I'm like, paying employees who normally earn a minimum wage of like $8-9 in California, 5 times that much, I think is not viable for any company.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think
I also watched the video of her claiming that the minimum wage has to be increased after $50. I mean, she was saying like $127,000 for a family of 4 is barely enough to get by in the Bay Area. Is that what she was claiming, right?
That is correct. She says, I think currently, she says she cited the United Way, which is a non-profit organization. And I didn't fact check that, but I mean, $127,000 for a family of 4. I imagine that's a dual income family. I think you can scrap by, because I know families right now that make less than half of that, and they're getting by. So like that's a stretch. She's definitely trying to garner like attention to her campaign, and this is just
yeah, but on top of that, she was saying like $104,000 for family of 1 is barely enough to get by as well. I mean the math doesn't add up, right?
Yeah, literally doesn't add up, huh?
Yeah. On one side, she was saying like 27K for family of 4 is barely enough to get by, and on the other side, she was saying like $104,000 for family of 1.
Yeah.
Also barely enough to get by. What's going on, right? What's wrong with them?
Yeah. So I highly doubt that anybody working 2 minimum wage jobs in California is making anywhere near $100,000. Huh?
Yeah.
So I call bullshit when I see it, huh? And I think this woman is full of it, huh?
if you do the math, I mean, just think about it. If you raise the minimum wage up to 50, as he proposes, I mean food and I mean literally everything, every little thing is going to go through the roof, right? I mean which is just unaffordable, every single person, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the policy of the Democrat. No, I'm getting political. No, I mean, she's definitely a Democrat, and I mean, I would say that they're right now that's one of their talking points, huh? Like living wage, huh? And I mean, Japan. What's the minimum wage in Japan, Jiro? I mean, I mean, for a normal job that runs 9 to 5 during the day, I think the nighttime shift they pay a little more. But I mean,
just a little bit more, but probably $10 to like $15 per hour is just
you said dollars. I think if like 1,000 yen roughly, it's probably like it's hovering around 1,000 yen.
Yeah, I mean in Japanese yen, I think 1,000 up to 1,500 yen per hour.
Okay.
It is around the average, the minimum wage, but not the minimum wage, but yeah, somewhere around there. So
yeah, so the hourly wage, right?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I mean, that's like I think this woman has never worked a real job. She's probably a career politician. So she just panders to whoever fucking listens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean. Yourself, you're a business owner as well, and you talk to anybody else who's a business owner, anybody who's worked at a real company, and they'll tell you that like they'll pay you what you're worth, huh? Like to simply like demand minimum wage be a certain amount, like some astronomical number like this is just people who don't work in the real world. You know what I mean? Like because anybody knows that if you get paid more than the CEO, there's a problem. So, you know what I mean? Like, this goes to a story. Do you remember that tech guy? Maybe a couple of years back, he tried paying all his employees a living wage of like $70,000 a year.
70,000.
Yeah, a year. Starting for anybody. And what happened to his company? You can guess what happened, right? He ain't no longer around, huh? He's being sued for some other reason, but I mean, the thing is like basic capitalism. You know what I mean? Like, if you're selling burgers, dude, you can't pay your employees what you're paying yourself as the business owner. You know? Like,
yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. And when I first saw this headline, I was just sort of I laughed at first, but then I thought, man, I think she's serious. You watch the video, you're like, she's smiling.
It looks like she's dead serious, but yeah. But it's funny as hell. But I mean, think about it. Just if you ask any business owners in any countries, restaurants and the flower shop owners and whoever it is. I mean, the best or realistic scenario is profiting 10% on, right? Let's say, and probably 30% of labor costs, or 30 to 40% labor costs. If you double their labor costs, let's say 60%, right? And that means they're going to be negative 20%.
Yeah,
you can go do that in every single restaurant or the flower shops, whoever it is. I mean, they're just will close overnight.
Yeah, I mean, this goes back to look at the supply chain. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna charge this much for labor, I mean, think how much it's gonna cost for everything else, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe she thinks the government's gonna subsidize these businesses and give them money to pay their employees, but I mean. This is a farce, huh? And I can only shudder to think like they're just setting California down this fucking shithole. Like it's just getting worse and worse. I mean, if she's a candidate, like she's on the short list of 4 candidates for vying for this this Senate seat. Like I'm fucking scared, dude. If I'm California, I'm getting the fuck out of there, dude, because they're pushing everyone out, right? And and I mean, I don't mean to deviate. I'm just saying if you raise minimum wage to $50 or whatever, or even $20 or $30, I mean this is just you're pushing people towards technology, dude. And sooner or later, man, like all these people who are already getting getting priced out already, like they're gonna lose their jobs to kiosks, automatic, which they already are, right? Yeah. So robots who are gonna bring food to your table. So
I mean to put things in perspective, and I was doing some research on the minimum wage in the U.S. in general, and California as well, and then California is one of the states that boasts one of the highest minimum wage in the country, and then it's $16 an hour, and on top of that, a fast food or restaurants workers in the Golden State, and they'll have their minimum wage like increased to $20 per hour, effectively on April 1st this year. Yes. So I mean not only the restaurants are concerned about raising living costs, but the customers, I mean, will have to brace for higher costs because of this while dining out and there are minimum wage increases, right? So this gotta be a joke, right?
Yeah, I wish it was, but unfortunately we're not. And it has people shaking their boots. I mean, I got family back home, and they just, like I said, they just you just shrug your shoulders, man. I mean, what else can you do at this point? This is out of hand. I mean, there will be a not blowback, but people come to their senses, sooner or later, because you can't have this this type of this is ludicrous, man. I'm at a loss for words. I'm so angry, like because they're just destroying everything that everyone else has built before them, and it's sad. Like $20 to flip burgers, Jiro. I mean, I'm not putting people down who take these jobs. What I'm saying is like the more skilled you are, you can move up and maybe one day become a manager of a restaurant, but starting off, I mean, even in high school, can you imagine coming out of high school, Jiro, or you're in high school and it's your first job and you're making $20 an hour? That's pretty damn good, if you ask me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm not sure where they're taking this, dude. I hope that they seriously take a look at themselves and think about like the people who are really affected by this, and because eventually the consumers are going to be hurt by this, like you said, big time.
Yeah, I mean, I was just imagining, if this happens. I mean, I just want to put myself in their shoes if this happens. And for individual, workers, let's say, they work for 40 hours per week.
Yeah.
At $50 an hour. I mean, how much would that be? 40 hours times 50, right? Per week and times 4, right? So 8,000 per month.
That's not bad.
Times the 12 months, and I mean
that's a pretty good salary, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is damn good, man.
Yeah. Imagine living in Osaka and you're making over like 100 G's a year, dude. You're doing pretty well, man. Like not to say like you're like bling blinging it, but I mean you got your own place. Maybe you can have a car if you'd like, if you're single, that is, huh? And I mean you're living well. Like the fact that we're having this conversation, I think, is a joke within itself. I think this shows how people, these days, for clickbait, just say whatever, So hopefully reality sets in soon, and people can come to their senses, dude. Because this ain't happening. Because earlier this year, do you remember UPS? UPS, the delivery company in the United States.
Yeah.
These guys, the unions were fighting for like a pay increase, huh? And they won, Jiro. They got what they wanted.
Really?
And then what happened recently? They had to lay off like 10% of their staff, huh? So there's the correction, Jiro. There's the correction, huh? And this is gonna burst sooner or later, right? So like I say, if they want to raise it up to $40, go ahead, because sooner or later someone will have to pay for it, huh? And the people who voted for it, it'll come right back to them, dude. So.
Yeah.
At any rate, yeah, dude. But for Japan, I mean, like the minimum wage hasn't. I mean, it's steadily, increased over. I mean, since I've come to Japan, I mean, it hasn't increased all that much. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that like, if anything, people in Japan, I mean, the minimum wage needs to be increased here, dude, to sort of balance out the inflation, right? So.
In retrospect, when I was in college, I was working at the Yoshinoya, which is the beef ball, restaurant, fast food restaurant, and that that's a tough job, But if I remember correctly, I was making like how much was it? The salary I was getting per hour is just $9. So about 800 900 yen.
Yeah.
$50 per hour? I mean, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, even some lawyers don't make $50 an hour, dude. So the fact that she's asking for, like, for a job that requires a lot of labor, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, you know. Yeah, this is ridiculous. But at any rate, I think she's probably not gonna win that Senate seat. So yeah. All right. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Hey, hit the like button, leave us a message or a comment in the comment section, and subscribe if you haven't already, okay? And tell your friends about us.
I mean, thank you for joining today. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.
Yeah, take care, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
ジローとチーの英語で雑談を聞いてくださり本当にありがとうございました。質問や感想、ポッドキャストで取り上げてほしいトピックなどありましたら、概要欄のリンクにてご連絡お願いします。また、このポッドキャストを聞いて少しでも良かったなと思ったら、お聞きの媒体にてぜひ良いレビューをお待ちしております。
Thank you for listening to JIRO and CHI's English podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or topics you'd like us to discuss on the podcast, let us know through the link in the description. And if you enjoyed our podcast, leave us a positive review on the platform where you listen to it.
では皆さん、次回のエピソードでお会いしましょう。
Looking forward to seeing you guys again in the next episode. Take care and see you guys later.
Bye!